Welcome back to Mac Talks Football. And the transfer of Ilkay Gundagon from Barcelona to Manchester City has been completed. It has officially been announced that Ilkay Gundagon has returned to Manchester City from Barcelona on a free transfer. And I mean, what a transfer that Manchester City have pulled off. Just 1 year after losing their treble-winning captain to Barcelona, they have bought him back, and that also on a free transfer. They did not have to pay any money to him. I mean, amazing signing for Manchester City, for Pep Guardiola. And let's get right into it. It basically started like on the weekend when Gundagon was not picked for the first game, and the rumor started coming up that he wants to leave the club. There is something wrong between him and Barcelona, and there are disagreements about his playing time at the club. Till now, it is not really clear whether it was Hansi Flick's idea, whether it was him that he did not want Gundagon at the club, maybe that he was not in his plans, or maybe it came directly from the chairman Laporta, because of how heavily he is involved in the situation, in the squad matters. So that it became the rumor starting popping up that he is going to leave Barcelona, and he's looking at options. And the moment that rumor started up, Manchester City contacted Gundagon's cap, and Pep Guardiola really wanted him to come back. There were big money offers from Qatar. There were big money offers from Saudi. I personally thought that he might go to Saudi Arabia because he is 33, and this could have been like his last big contract. And of course, Saudi Arabia, they would have given him a good amount of money. Same with Qatar, but he has decided to come back to Manchester City. I think it was Pep Guardiola that really convinced him to come back. And they have now gotten him for free. He has let go of his 2-year salary at Barcelona, and they have agreed to sell him on a free to Manchester City. And I think it's I would still say like the way it has been handled by Barcelona, it's not a good look. It has been the same for last 3-4 years at Barcelona. They are not the stature of the club, it is decreasing day by day. The reputation of the club is going down the drain, whether the whole Messi saga, then the Xavi saga. Like every year, every season, you see stuff happening at Barcelona that it shouldn't happen. And it keeps, as I said, it keeps on destroying the image of the club, where the players would want to go, where they feel appreciated. Like Gundagon left Manchester City because he loved Barcelona as a club. It was his dream to play there. It was his boyhood club. So he said all those things. He went there, and it's not like he played bad last season. He was really good for them last season as well. And they really needed him this season as well. But I don't know what the thinking between the manager or the chairman is, that they decided to let him go. They brought in Danny Olmo, and they have decided to let go of Gundagon. Like, it's not like it's taking one step forward then taking 2 steps backwards. Their squad is, to be very honest, as I said in my previews as well, not good enough to compete with Real Madrid, even with Atletico Madrid. I think it's not on the level of both the Madrid clubs, and I think they are going to struggle. And now they have lost Gundagon as well. It's weird that's what's happening at Barcelona right now. Manchester City, on the other hand, I mean, it was clear that they missed Gundagon last season. It was very clear. There was no balance in midfield for them. They were not really able to dictate and control the games as they did previous season or the seasons before when Gundagon was playing. And it was quite clear that as I said, they missed Gundagon, and that is why I think Pep, the moment he heard it or he found out that they have a chance to bring Gundagon back, he went ahead and he wanted to bring him back. The direct contact between the manager and the player, it has helped in bringing Gundagon back to the Premier League, back to Manchester City. He is 33, but I think it doesn't really matter. Like, it's just a 1 year difference. And as I said, he was really good for Barcelona last year, and I think it's going to be the same at Manchester City for him. Often we saw that last season that when Rodri was not playing, they really missed a player in the midfield that who could take up the responsibility. Gundagon is of course not a player like Rodri in the playing sense, but I mean the mentality wise and the leadership wise, you need somebody in that center of the park who can control, who can guide the entire the entire team. And Gundagon is going to bring that back to them. and I think it's a great signing for Manchester City. Plus they have gotten him on a free as well. They will of course give him good wages, but I think no transfer fees for Gundogan. It's a good deal for them, and again it makes them even stronger. Everybody was like talking that about Julian Alvarez leaving, and maybe it will make Manchester City weak. It might affect them, but now they have gone ahead and brought in Ilkay Gundagon. He's of course not a striker, and they are different players, but it just shows that if City won't decide to go and buy some player, they can do it. I still think they are gonna go and buy a striker as well. Pep, of course, he will never reveal who he wants. The dealings that they do, it's quite secret. That they decide for one day, and within 3 or 4 days the deal will be done. Manchester City have always made signings like that, especially since Pep has come in. So I think I am still looking for that. I'm pretty sure they are going to bring in. Pep can say whatever he wants at the press conferences, but I think there is still one more signing remaining at Manchester City. And for Gundogan himself, I think it's a great deal. He would be like sad to leave Barcelona. The latter he left for the fans, for his teammates, but now he's returning to a club that where like he's a legend of the club. As I said, he left as a treble-winning captain. He's loved by everybody. He knows the club inside out. He knows the league as well. And even though he is like, the age is not on his side, but I would say again, it does not matter. The way he plays, his playing style at 33 is not a big deal for them. It's not it's not like that he's 35 or 37. Even then, I think a player like Gundogan, it doesn't really matter what his age is, because of how he plays the game. And again, as I said, it makes Manchester City stronger. He comes back to the Premier League. It's good for the league as well, but as competitors of Manchester City, of course, you are not that happy that they have become stronger again. But if you're a Manchester City fan, you would be really happy. You have brought back your legend. Like when it was announced last season that he is going to leave the club, it was quite a shock for everybody, not just for Manchester City fans, but like for the Premier League fans as well, that he has decided to leave Manchester City. So now he's coming back. It's good for the league, it's good for Gundogan, it's good for Manchester City. It's a good signing. Of course, like you have brought him back such a good player, so yeah, it's a good signing. But I would still say like it shows how bad the culture at Barca has become. So the Barca fans, I think they are really going to be angry at what's happening at their club, because there is no vision there. You really don't know what's happening. One day something is said, then another day another thing is being said. It's not looking really good at Barca, but for City, it's a great deal. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Was it a good idea for Manchester City to bring back Gundogan, and was his decision to come back at City good, or should he have just taken a good paycheck from Saudi or from Qatar and decide to go there and retire? Because sometimes when I feel like a player like Gundogan comes after 1 year, maybe he's not able to perform at the level that he is expected to, what the fans are used to, and in a way it tarnishes their reputation. I don't think it's gonna happen with Gundogan. Even if he does not perform, I like the love that the City fans have for him. I don't think it's gonna matter that much. It's a 2-year contract, so it's basically his last contract in my opinion. So yeah, I would still be surprised if he's not able to perform, how they would react, the City fans. I would be looking forward to that as well. Let me know what you guys think. Where should he have gone? Do you think it's the right decision for him as well? Let me know in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get to 150 subscribers before the transfer window, and we are like only 5 or 6 subscribers away. So it would be helpful if you could just subscribe, click the subscribe button. Until next time, bye bye.